Hi guys. So you probably noticed I've been MIA for a couple of days. I've had a devastating blow. It is not in the whole scheme of things, in the world of relativity, it's probably not that big of a deal. All of my family is fine. They're healthy. Everyone's good. Norm and I are great. We have a roof over our heads. We have healthy children. Our marriage is solid. We both have good jobs, good health insurance, food on the table. Like in the world of relativity, I'm okay. In the world of career goals, I took a gut punch. I still have a job. I still love my job. But something I was counting on didn't happen. And it had happened before, and it was one of those things where to everyone else it was a given that it was going to happen again, and it just didn't. And it all came down to an interview panel, which I knocked out of the park, and 6 people who have never met me in their entire lives spent 20 minutes with me and decided that my past 3 years of, probably past 6 years of gaining experience and doing the job without being paid for it wasn't enough to put me back up for the position. So I have spent several days crying because it is a year before I can try again. And a year isn't, a year seems right, I'm having one of those kid moments where a year seems like forever. The reason I keep stopping as I'm doing this video is because I still am very emotional. If I talk about it, I end up crying. So this weekend I went camping with family, and Friday we stayed. It was great. Saturday we stayed. We did some spiritual work together, and then Saturday night I just wanted to go home. And thank God Norm, who I picked a fight with the entire way to the campground, because I was emotional. But, God love him, on Saturday when I said, I just kind of want to go home, and our air mattress wasn't doing well anyway, he said, load it up, let's go. So we celebrated spiritually with our group, and then we packed out and we left, and we got home about 1 a.m, and then we slept till like almost 10 the next morning, Sunday. And then I did nothing all day Sunday, because I knew going in on Monday was going to be emotional for me, and it was. It was very emotional for me yesterday. Today's Tuesday, by the way. So I'm still getting over it, if that ever happens. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. A lot of you follow me on Facebook, and I had written some statements about being devastated, about changing my life path, about letting go of dreams, that sometimes it's okay to let go of a dream. It was all knee-jerk emotion, so I'm fine. Some of you had worried about me. I never, at least I don't think I do, I never come on here and ask for support, or ask for, maybe when Norm was in the hospital and he had a heart attack, I'd ask for your prayers and things like that. But I am, right now, I'm raw. Like, I'm emotionally raw. It's like imagine you're a little kid and you want to be a dancer when you grow up, and you put in hours and hours and hours of work and physical and emotional work, and you grow up and you're still putting in the work, and you just never get to be a professional dancer. I have a friend of a friend who wanted to be a cop, and his whole life he that's what he was going to do. There was nothing else he prepared to do, was to be a cop, except for to be a cop. And he would go and he would pass the physical and he would pass the written and he would get a good interview, and then he just never got the call. And it's like he didn't know what else to do with his life, and he's struggling, and he makes good money right now, but emotionally he struggles. He drinks a lot, it's that kind of thing. Gets into bad relationships, and I think a lot of that is emotional and disappointment. And when everybody was growing up playing school, I played administrator. I played principal because I didn't realize there was an assistant principal. But I don't know that I'm giving up my dream. I'm still in the pool in the other county. It's just hard to switch counties. Not for me. I mean, I would jump at it. It's hard because they want you to teach in that county and then admin in the county. Even though they'll let you in the pool, you don't usually get the call. So I don't know. I'm asking, I guess, for good thoughts, good prayers, some emotional support. I've been a roller coaster Weight Watcher over the weekend. I'll tell you this, because we got up early on Friday, because we had stuff to do before we went camping, I didn't weigh in. And it wasn't because I emotionally thought I'm not going to weigh in. It's actually because I forgot. And then I decided I was not going to step on the scale until Friday again, because I know I'm up for several reasons. Number one, my rings are fitting snug, and I can usually tell. I have eaten some salt lately. For whatever reason, I've been craving salty instead of sweet like I normally do. I have not been a fabulous Weight Watcher recently. I wouldn't say I've been terrible, but I haven't been great. I have gone on a roller coaster. I have gone where I want everything, and I will eat French fries and anything salty I can get my hands on, to I'm not eating anything at all. Put it this way, I don't like McDonald's other than their French fries. And over the weekend, I ate McDonald's twice. So that should tell you the kind of emotional eating I'm doing. I did the I don't care. And unfortunately, I had the I don't care weekend when I decided to leave freestyle and go to points class. I had my birthday weekend after that, and now I've had this emotional weekend. And it always seems to happen on the weekend. So I've got to rein it in. I've got to get it under control. I've been neglectful with my YouTube channel, and it shows because, I'm not getting the comments I used to get. I'm not getting the tags I used to get, or invited to collabs like I used to. Although Carrie, Weight Watchers with Carrie, invited me to one, and I love her for that, because I'm doing that one. I actually have been filming it. I'm not, this sounds like I'm begging for attention or I don't know, and I hate that. But I made a conscious decision when I went from special educator to behavior specialist. When I got that promotion, when I made that jump, I made a very conscious decision that when I came to this new school, because I was part of the admin team, to not become friends with what I need to do, but to not become friends. And I was told that by several administrators. Like, this is when you make this jump, this is when you have to stop being friends with, you're no longer on the same tier as a classroom teacher, and you've got to make sure that they know that to be successful. So I made a conscious effort not to make friends. Now, there's good and bad in this. If I was still at my old school, and I had gotten this news, I would have to look at the people who, I've been in the pool for years, and then to be not back in the pool now. At my old school, they didn't have an AP, so I was the AP, and I was constantly recognized as the AP. And then to go in and say, well, now I'm not even in the pool, I would have to look at the faces like, oh, here, most people don't know. I have 3 people who know, or at least 3 people that I've told. Both of my administrators and my roommate. I share an office with another lady, and she knows because I was crying, so she obviously wanted to know. Sorry, I had a dog hair on my phone. So because of that, while I'm happy that I'm not dealing with the looks, the oh poor baby looks, and we thought you were administrators and now you're not even in the pool, of the snarky people at my job that I would have certainly encountered. I'm glad that I don't have to deal with that. But I also had a team, the special ed team that I loved so much, that over text and via phone calls and emails are very sweet and loving, and but their life goes on, and they're not seeing me every day, and they're not able to comfort me, and I don't ask for comfort usually in my job, because I just want it to go away. I don't want to cry. And Norm has been fabulous, but Norm has wanted me to stop trying to become an AP anyway, because we don't need the money, and he wants me to have my summers off. He's very close to retirement, and he wants to be able to go and do things, and if I have to work all summer, we can't. So I know deep down he's actually glad that I'm not going to pursue AP for a year, even though I know he's devastated for me. And then he got some really great news from his job, and a huge sale that he did. So the money has started to come in, and it happened on the same day I got my news, and my news completely overshadowed his, and we just didn't even talk about his, because he's a good husband. So I guess what I'm asking for is to give me some leeway, understand that I may be in and out on YouTube. I have never called myself depressed or said that I was going through a depression. And maybe I'm not now, but I feel like this is the closest I guess I've ever come. Because I can't seem to get myself out of it. I have lost people, and I have lost situations, and I have lost other jobs, and I've been real darn sad about things. This is the closest I've ever come to not being able to get myself out of it. Usually after a few days, life starts to feel normal again, and I wake up in the morning and I don't instantly think about it. I can't seem to make that happen this time. So, I guess I'm just asking for, if you got a minute, to send me a positive thought or a prayer or good energy or whatever. You guys are my friends. Like I said, I stopped making friends at work for just that reason. And I will often say my friend over here on YouTube or my friend on YouTube, because that's how I consider you guys. I consider you my friends. And some of you I speak to personally and have my email, or I think some of you even have my have messaged me through Facebook. But right now, I could use a friend, I think. I don't know. So, there are certain times when, you know, Norm, I love him to death, and he is angry for me. And sometimes I don't want anger. Or I need anger to switch to sad, or I need anger to switch to sympathy, or I need sympathy to switch back to anger. And once he's angry, he's angry. So, I don't know. I need someone to tell me that it sucks, but then also tell me it's going to be okay. If that makes sense. And know when to do which. And you guys probably can't do that, but maybe you could be one or the other. Anyway, I'm going to get too emotional and I'm almost at work. So I'm just going to jump off here. And I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. I will say this. My kids are getting great news, one right behind the other. And I'm so thankful for that. And I thought about it the other day and I thought, if my kids could have every dream they've ever wanted come true, that should come true, I would give up mine 1,000,000 times so that they could have theirs. And theirs are all popping right now. So I'm okay with that. But I also don't want to bring their good news down by harping on mine. And I don't want to bring your guys' day down. And if that's what I'm doing, I'm sorry. But know that I don't come on and beg for attention very often. You guys know that. I rant sometimes and I get upset sometimes, but I don't usually do this. To the point of I'm debating right now whether or not I'm even going to put this video up. Anyway, you guys are awesome, and I hope you guys are doing well. I hope that everything you want is happening. I hope your Weight Watchers journey or whatever journey you're on is going well. I hope that you're having a great week. Easter's coming, and we're going to have a brunch at my house. We always do an Easter brunch, so I'm excited for that. In the meantime, I hope you guys are doing great, and tell me what your plans are this weekend. You know, do you do something for Easter? Do you go away? We consider going away, but I kind of just want to be home, if that makes sense. Either way, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, a fantastic week. I hope wonderful things are happening for you. And keep in touch. Give me comments. Your comments keep me motivated during the day. And I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye.